it's been a hot minute since I did a video, and you're probably wondering where the heck I was. Life got in the way, as usual. First, I wanted to say thank you so much for all of my new subscribers. The last video I did was for 100 subscribers, and then I somehow skated past 200 and slid right on into 3 without so much as a whisper or a thank you. But I think I have right now 324 or 325 subscribers, and that is awesome. And I know some of them have some nefarious reasons for subscribing, but for everybody else who genuinely likes the videos I put up for some reason, thank you so much for watching, and I will be putting up more. This video, however, is about a topic that I said before in a previous update video that I would never talk about again. Unfortunately, I don't know what happened, but my video, Why I Only Date White Guys, that video has blown up over the last few weeks. So one of my friends told me they think it went viral. I don't know what that means, but it gets probably 1,000 views every couple of hours. It's crazy. And it's shocking to me only because I never planned for it to get big. I'll be really honest with you. The only reason I did the video was because I had been watching YouTube videos a lot at the time, and it was a question that got asked to me that same day, and I thought, oh, I'll just do a video. This looks so cool, you know. And it wasn't my intention for it to blow up, and I didn't maybe do it as serious as some people might have thought it should have been. But I didn't plan on it being anything big. For the longest time, I didn't really have too many views on it, didn't have too many comments, and I was fine. You know, I wasn't trying to be famous. I wasn't going to be trying to be YouTube famous or whatever. And by no means do I think I am now. But it's just blown up, and I don't know why, to be really honest. But because it's blown up, that means that the trolls and the vicious and keyboard thugs are out in full force, and they're just being cruel, and they're leaving comments. And I didn't really want to address these comments. I told myself I wasn't going to. I told myself, you know what, just let it go. These are people who are just, you know, have hate-filled hearts for some reason. Can't help everybody. But a lot of these have weighed on my heart a little bit. And this is going to be a little bit more serious of a video because I decided to address some of these comments. And I'm going to read them off, some of these more negative comments. And I'll be honest, this is only a handful of the negative, vicious, mean comments. Recently I've gotten death threats. I've gotten threats against my family. I mean, it's crazy. This video is a response. This is, you know, Why I Only Date White Guys Part 2. And I'll address some of these issues as I feel like necessary, but I'm going to read some of the comments just back to back and then address the ones that I think need it. I just feel, you know, passionate about and want to address. Let's see here. So, and I'm not going to say the names of the people who wrote them just because I don't want to give them any more acknowledgement than I already am by reading these off. So, the first one. I want to throw in something here. Laugh out loud after a shitty comment or before a shitty comment does not negate or nullify that shitty comment. Just so you know. So just because you put laugh out loud does not mean that I'm not going to see it as a shitty comment. Let's see here. The next one. I never said anything about being solely just sexual attraction. I am the type of person where I need to be attracted to somebody on 3 levels. That's mind, body, and spirit. I need the trifecta. And if those 3 levels aren't tapped on, then there's no attraction. You know, somebody can be attractive, you know, just have a general attraction, but if all of those aren't, you know, tapped on, it's just not going to work out. You can meet somebody who is amazing to look at, but has a shit attitude, and that will make them ugly to me. You can meet somebody who's so-so, but then they have this wonderful attitude and have so many things in common with you, and that can make them gorgeous. And I've had that happen before, so it really just depends. Personality doesn't have color. This is me. This is who I've always been. So do with it what you will. I am not trying to act like anything else. This is how I've always been from the time I said my first word till this day in my life. This is who I've been. I didn't see something and decide to try to emulate it. This is who I am. Great. I know I'm not everybody's cup of tea. Beauty is in the eye of the beholder. I know that some people do not behold me as attractive, and that is fine. I don't think everybody in the world is attractive. However, I wouldn't go so far as to just post it up on YouTube, but whatever. First of all, I never glorified white men. I never said, look at me and all my white accomplishments. I never said that. I never said white men were the best men ever. I never said anything like that. I also didn't say anything disparaging about black men. As far as me being white, been there, done that, got the t-shirt, sweetie. So, second of all, I have been engaged a few times. I have no problem with people wanting to wife me. So, I don't know where that comes from, but I think it's funny that you've made such a broad, sweeping generalization. That is not me. I have not had any issues in that department. I'm single by choice right now. I decided to take some time off dating. I've been dating a lot, and it just, I wanted to take a little bit of time for myself and work on, my star player. That has nothing to do with race, and it has nothing to do with me being a bed wench, and I am by no means a bed wench for anyone. I don't wear a wig. Sorry to burst your bubble, and I'm not faking. This is who I am. So that's BS, and it's just weird. That might be true for some black women and some Asian women or some women of any other race, but that's not my reason for dating white men. And like I said before in that video, I have only dated white men, but that does not mean that I will only date white men. That doesn't mean that there's never going to be another race of man who catches my eye. My eye has been caught by men of different ethnicities, so that already proves that it's a preference, and my eye may go there, but by no means does that preference, hold fast and true. That a preference is just that, a preference, and I can go outside of that preference at any time, and there have been people who have been amazing and taken me outside of, some of my preferences. So I don't know where that comes from, and I don't know why you felt the need to drop that little bit of knowledge on me, but thank you. It is an opinion, and I don't share it, but it is one. I don't need a foot up my ass. Thanks, but no thanks. Second of all, I don't hate myself. And saying because I date outside of my race that must mean I hate myself is like saying that I hate myself if I date the opposite sex. It's just that big of a jump. One has nothing to do with the other. And that's, again, bold statement founded in nothing. There's no foundation for a statement like that. I don't hate myself. I don't hate anyone for their skin color. I never have, and I never will. Thanks, but I know myself, and I'm comfortable with myself, and I didn't do the video to explain to people. I don't really think that people need an explanation. It was something fun I did one night 2 years ago, and it had nothing to do with me thinking that I owed the world an explanation. I decided to give one, but I didn't owe the world one. And I don't, of course I would look for a man who's responsible. I want someone who's on my level. So, but it has nothing to do, again, with skin color. I am predominantly attracted to white men, but that does not mean that there have not been men of all ethnicities that I have been attracted to, or that there will never be. I'm pretty sure there will be. I appreciate attractiveness, and so there could be a time where I'm attracted to, gosh, the list is infinite for who I could end up attracted to. Who knows? Again, that is untrue. There are a lot of things wrong with that sentence, a lot of issues there. However, I never said that I would date a black man with money, or that a black man had to have money for me to date him. I gave an example of men that I found attractive that were black only because I was saying that trying to show that yes, I have been attracted to black men. I gave examples of celebrities because they were easier examples for people to know or to be able to, picture in their mind. I couldn't give you some guy down the street as an example because you wouldn't know who that was. I gave you an example that you could readily call to your memory. That was it. I did not give their money as an example or their fame as an example. I'm not a fame whore and I'm not a gold digger. Thanks. I have nothing to say to that comment. That's ridiculous. First of all, I'm highly educated. I'm not the smartest one in the world by any stretch of the imagination, but I am educated. You don't know me, and the fact that you would take issue with my height, I can't help it. I'm 5'2". And if I like taller men, I like taller men. However, I have dated men who are 5'7", 5'8", 5'9", and they are no better or any worse than a taller guy. I like tall men, but that doesn't mean that I won't date a guy who's shorter. It's just, I'm saying if I had it my way, but that's not always how it is, and I know that, I could find the man of my dreams and him be shorter. Thanks for making me find